Check, 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 check. Hello, hello, YouTube, America, Facebook, friends and family. And I hope you're doing well. Praise be, blessing to the Lord on this and every day that we may have liberty, justice, and, and health, as well as all our families around the world. Doesn't matter what color you are, we are still races of people. Each one of us wake up our eyes and make us realize that the truth and that now world after three subs before this, a lot of things that you should look at yourself. When you talk to somebody, you should talk as you talk with respect to yourself. We're all the same beings. Some of us are a little heavier, some of us are a little skinnier, some of us are a little darker, some of us are a little lighter, in all races. We're all the same thing. You got your so-called gangsters, you got your so-called liberators, you got your so-called. Well, anyway, we're all the same kind of people, no matter how different we may be seen or we're not understanding. We have to have a voice to understand that we are all the same. Don't be deceived, people, because an outside force, not our own, um, are looking to do things to us, horrible things to us, and there's some things that's looking to do great things with us. And luckily for us, we have more of these races that are looking out to for a better livelihood, because otherwise we'll be out of here anyway. So people say, "Oh, alien ships," all this other stuff. I've seen them big enough to block out the sun, which is impossible. But they block out the sun. They're so big and they leave so quick that it's like a little toy, and the thing is tons in the air, just floating. I've seen these things. This is something we should take serious. Now, if other people could come from different worlds and come here to show or feel any kind of spirituality or something about us, or maybe we're going to grow into being these spiritual beings, I think we should really check ourselves and find things that's going on inside ourselves to align back up with the universe. Everything that we've been taught, like I said, is a lie, and we have to search and find real truth. In the Word of God, it says, "Search to show yourself approval by God." You read to show yourself approval by God. You find all information, all things that you have to find to build yourself up the way you see yourself to be, because we have wills, and then if it lines up right, to be up with God. Um, uh, and only a few ancient genes have carried over into the modern day. Everyone ignores everyday citizens that make up the real America. Every different person, every person of color, every person that's blonde haired, red haired. Because red haired people are outcasts just like the rest of us. And it's because they they are more mixed into being of all kind of other cultures, and they're looked on upon less, which we're all supposed to look on as to be equal, the same. Doesn't matter what color, no matter what set. We all have these little things that make us feel like it's why should I feel like I'm uh, being in a situation of feeling partiality or prejudiceness because of skin color or tone. They do it to everybody. White people do it to themselves. Blacks do it to themselves. I'm pretty sure Asian in that old Asian area does it to themselves because you got the Filipino, you got the Korean, you got the Asian, Chinese, you got the Japanese. There's different colors, there's different mixtures. So I know they have their differences. That's crazy too. I mean, let's look at it. We're all twisted around this world because of colonialism. Um, we were all tricked to give it up on certain situations to be used and abused, to be truthful to you, because of past situations where people came out of uh, the caucasus mountains and stuff like that, where you know dead animals were really parts of the mountain that we think that's it's really giant animals or beasts, dragons, large fish, people. These things are part of the earth. That's why the earth is so beautiful. And normal, uh, but our spiritual now, even just the 1800s, like I said before, we had giants then. So I mean, all of this stuff is already documented by other people. You can Google it, find it out. Truth, that is truth is the truth. Partiality, because we all bleed the same. We all have energies in towards this if we choose. We have a will. We all have a will. That's God's given gift. The will to do be what we want to be. Um, so the necessity, the hue is of different hues are. I hate to say color because it doesn't make any sense. We're not uh, drawing board cartoon characters that we color in colors, and that's what it is. No, we have different hues, dark, brown, light brown, Asians are different color Asians. From the Philippines to the who's more purebred and celestial brothers and sisters. He ships us all the time. Sunny side. Come on, look at the truth. We're not that foolish, but they cloak themselves in that way because a lot of us won't take it. A lot of us have heart attacks and die. A lot of us just have anger in us that builds up negative thoughts and negative actions that cause wars. Will war fight. The word of peace will be destroyed and out of here a long time ago. Look at Mars. All of the civilizations that was destroyed and rolled all over the ground. There's a whole bunch of places that they're not showing everyone where there's uh, living spaces and stuff like that was disrupted. statues high and big that was destroyed, laying around like in the ground in the desert, Mars, and soil and stuff like that. Um, that's not the truth. I mean, they keep coming on. They keep coming over here to make sure that we don't disrupt and destroy ourselves with nuclear wars and stuff like that. Because that's not just affecting us; it's affecting them too. Because, like I said before, the old body. Think of it as the littlest grain to the magnificent biggest thing in the universe. We're all connected. We're all part of one another. One keeps one driving, one keeps one moving, one keeps one living. As others keep on taking to new universe or whatever the situation is. All intertwined to one another. It has a lifespan, lifespan. Some of us live 120 years old. Well, not a do so because we're not putting the oils and stuff like that from the chemtrails, the plastics and aluminums raining down on us and absorbing us and we breathe in our lungs from the GMO foods. Uh, we're growing cloning. That's not giving us the true nutrients that we're supposed to have to live as humanoids. Um, there's things that we're doing to make money and make a profit. But all of this stuff is of God's anyway. That's like let's just think of not money for once, and think of situation. If we all put ourselves in that kind of situation, we're set. But when we have things that bombard us or take the eyes off of prize or make us feel a certain way better when it doesn't mean anything, this is what we're building ourselves on. Always thinking of money, always being greedy, not really giving to us, not doing for no one else. Just leaving everybody else a cursed earth, just throw them out there. You throw your kids out there, yeah, just go out there. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter if they become ostracized and molested and just throw them out there. This is me. And people who are Americans, um, we're all Americans, black people all over the world, like I said before, way before anybody, even in the South, and internet and how people were doing things trickery to one another anyway to cause this global craziness of race, color, and all bigotry stuff anyway. Um, that's wrong. Uh, and basically, like I said before, also, the world was a Pangea. Just think of a big landmass connected together, one landmass connected together. And you have these beings come from another world. This is before us, way, way before us. It's in history. They come and build giant monoliths, giant uh, pyramids, giant statues, um, because the oxygen was a lot heavier then, and everything lived a little bigger. You get bigger people, and if they're from another world that's not uh, talk like I will, where we throw pollutant and poisons in the air and all this other stuff to think we gods and to make uh, population control like somebody made us the new Jesus, which is wrong. Um, there's only one Jesus, there's only one God, one Allah. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, but it's a lot of things we got to check ourselves, and because universal law is a bitch, it comes to all of us around the right way or the wrong way. We can't judge or we can't um, hide from that because it's the truth. Universal law is a bitch because it's law, it's the universal law, and we can't change that. So I would want to come back to the 100, 10 to 100 times better. Why would I want things to 10 to 1,000 times worse? That's, you know what I'm saying? But, people do what they do, people killing blacks, black babies, and for all kind of ungodly notions, and it's wrong. Whatever darkness comes to light, ladies and gentlemen, you know what I'm saying? Everything comes in the darkness light, and that's something that they should seriously take uh, serious about. Why don't you tap your neighbor and say, "Oh, uh, don't you see that you're sick right now? Think you sick? You sick right now? I'm broadcasting right now. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And you know, just whatever. It's a serious thing. Let me just say so you understand what I mean. Universal law: what you reap is what you sow. From the minutest thing to the tiniest thing, it does not matter. What purpose is to do right, to have right come back to you. When you have, when you need help, want some come to you to help you out and make your day better, it will. It's universal law. You push it out there, it comes back. It doesn't matter how long it does, it comes back to you. If you want to take it as the way you want to take it, to come back to you, it will come back to you. You know what I'm saying? And they have done in virtual relation, earth and men. Just think about it. Impregnating us through lab tech and all kind of other stuff they did to us to make us change and alter our DNA, make us have children that's mixed breeds, and this is still on Earth now. I mean, not everybody on this Earth is pure race anymore. It's just thrown out the window. Doesn't matter what our outside hue looks like. Our inside hue it will mix. Our inside biology is mixed with different things. We have to look at the truth of things. Once we look at the truth of these things, we can move on. We were a slave race of people, period. We're put there to help build and help do things that uh, gods want us to do at the time, which is maybe demigods or whatever, because we didn't know uh, what they were or what to call it because they had things that were so much magnificent and then all these things a little bit more technological, better than we are. So, I granted that Iki or whatever it is that one of the um, people had made us, and to find DNA and stuff like that, because that's why most of our DNA, nobody can figure it out. I don't care who you are, you can't figure out where our DNA come from, how is it made, all this other stuff. You can make assumptions, to put things together and see what happens, but you really don't have no knowledge. This is why I don't understand when people try to think and talk like they have all the sense and they don't have none. I mean, I may not have the technical knowledge, but I do know how I have what I've read, learning what I see in front of my face to make me up. And a lot of stuff is spiritual learning, where it's spiritual teaches you if you leave your heart, open. Anyway, so that's why whatever comes in darkness comes to because it's a spiritual thing where people are so caught up in the physical, so caught up in things that are not everlasting in term memory, short, small. You know what I'm saying? Look themselves of their emotional greed, their own their own well, when I'm gone as a human race, people, you know what I'm saying? Let's all together. It's not people and we fight people. You know, define, tell people glory so they can't take lessons. You know what I'm saying? People answer to this at the end of time. Would you rather give, to stay here a little early or a little longer? Yeah, it sounds scientifically all that other stuff, but it's still not that much time you need. It's not even, you can't even kill enough people for that. Doing these things that's wrong, and ungodly. Different people around complaining about why they did what they did. Even in music, tell you this well situation, and this is why. Well, you know, say I don't want to. I don't want to act like him. That's what I. So hey, everything in this world is also might not be because I don't know. And even look at the housing situation in most of this country. uh, you see that we have an answer, but you know at them as just all little black people, little niggas that don't know nothing, all this stuff like that. Get it how you get it. Race of people that could come together a lot stronger. Race of people that could do a lot more, a lot quicker, understand things and technologies with a pure and spiritual heart. This is revealed to us. And we can go multi. These creatures, these, these creatures, but universe into other universes. They bounce back and forth. Other universes is like it's water, and we worried about traveling planet to planet. See how that works? People who've been here billions of years before us can go through universes to universes. So we go to a universe that's somewhere in the neutral zone where we don't have to worry about it colliding with another for a while. That's what we should get to. That's what we should go. If you run to Mars, you run to Europa and all this other stuff, yeah, it'll be all right for a little temporary time. But we'll technology is coming to collide. But I'll see you guys soon. I love you guys always. And, you know, keep peace. Keep loving your world. And do it. It's innocent time for me to talk to people. I want to know how to help another man. And your time of wrong is coming to end. Period. For you in the right place, take and